All right, I guess it didn't play the intro video. Welcome to Monday morning hangover show. I guess it's noon. Vikings coming off a horrible, disgusting, one of the worst games we've ever seen in our life performance against the Green Bay Packers. Of course, it's our hated rival. What could be worse than that? So let you guys trickle in here. As you come in, please hit the like button. And I see we got Madamida here, Davey OG, Davey's on the roll already, T-Bass, Anthony Webb. See you guys' comments, and I get it. This is not the season we're expecting to have, and it's very sad. One bar is out; he cannot talk. He lost his voice. He's got some kind of upper respiratory situation going on, so he is not here. Boss Man's in the house though. Oops. Sosa Levi's here. He's never getting bricked up for a Vikings game again. We'll let you guys trickle in before we start talking more about this horrible, horrible team, this horrible quarterback we have right now, and just this horrible season we're right in the middle of. What's up, Blood Eagle Smeagol? How are you? John Carolon is here. The Easter Bunny himself is in the house. He tried to take the high road. The game made him do it. The game made him drink, and you know what? That's understandable. It was that bad. Again, guys, hit the like button as you come in. And just a reminder, this is brought to you by Delicious Patriot Pizza by Brew Pub. Go out and get yourself one delicious crust, delicious toppings, and it's great pizza for a great cause. So go get yourself a Patriot store, gas station, wherever they sell delicious frozen pizzas. Go get one. Thank you, Patriot, from Brew Pub for sponsoring this show. People are relapsing because of 9. Oh, yes. I mean, I get it. It's all fair, guys. Everything is fair. But we're going to talk like we normally do. Overreactions, underreactions. Listen to what you guys dropped and on the horn yesterday. And do what we normally do here as we try to make ourselves feel a little bit better. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to feel better about what we're seeing here today or this season. And where we go from here, I think, is a huge talker moving forward. I don't know what you even do with this team at this time, but all right, well, we got 29 watching. Let's get into the old agenda here. Some latest news. Adam Thielen played just 3 snaps, 3 offensive snaps. He had 1 drop in those 3 snaps. Was it Davey who said Packers trade for Micah Parsons, Vikings trade for Adam Thielen? That just shows the difference in our GMs. I mean, this is a great point. Like, can we trust him with a top 10 pick? I don't know. I don't think they're in the hot seat yet. But again, this regime is tied to J.J. McCarthy. If he goes down, I think they all go down. So, yeah, Adam Thielen, 3 offensive snaps yesterday. J.J. McCarthy has the highest drop rate in the NFL of 14.7%. So receivers are dropping his passes more than anybody else in the league. And some of those catches were made. You know, it would help his overall numbers. I still don't think a lot of those drops yesterday, they were like dump-off passes that were going to, would have been like a 2-yard gain at the most. So, yeah, we've seen some worse drops, but it is interesting that his drop rate is 14.7%. Is that the way the ball's coming? Is it coming in too hot? It's just guys just out of rhythm because it's been so bad. I don't know. Davey said it. Look at this. Yesterday's game set my guts in the knots. These Vikings are making Davey sick. So bad. Yeah, we're going to talk more about J.J. McCarthy here in a minute. Let's get into some more news. Vikings would have the 12th pick if the season ended today. I saw something else that said the 10th pick, but Tankathon had the Vikings with the 12th pick. Again, it always seems that we'll end up right out of the fringe of some awesome talent, some generational player. We'll probably be just outside that because we'll probably win 1 or 2 meaningless games this year. I don't know how, but that's what we always do. And we'll just end up just in a bad spot to get not quite what we need. Vikings open up as 8.5 underdogs against the Seahawks. You might as well make it 18.5. I don't see any way the Vikings go to Seattle and win that game the way they're playing right now, the way the quarterback's playing. That seems actually generous. I mean, this team, what we saw the second half yesterday was some of the worst football I've ever seen at any level. Absolutely horrible, absolutely disgusting, and it's inexcusable, and it's not okay. And it needs to change. I don't know how it's going to, but 8.5 underdogs against the Seahawks seems very fair. I think Grigson's part of the problem. I was never a fan of him. I think it was the boss man saying he used to, or it was a guy or one or two who used to follow the Colts. And Grigson really only had one good pick, and I think that was like Andrew Luck. Anybody could have got that one right. I've never been a fan of Ryan Grigson, and when he came in here, I didn't like it, and I feel like some of these later round picks maybe have a lot to do with him. Stud of the week, you guys voted. Will Reichard was your stud of the week. It wasn't even close. It was a blowout. Will Reichard, our kicker. Again, this is the season we are on. This is the season we are having. Will Reichard is our stud of the week. Hits a 59-yard field goal in Lambeau, second longest in the history of that stadium. Yeah, it's a damn good performance. It's nice to have a kicker. Wish we had other positions on this team that we knew. I put the McCarthy meter up to get an easy or an early look at what you guys think. And the question is always going to be every week, do you believe in J.J. McCarthy? And last week it was like 60% yes, 30% no. This week it's flipped. It is 60-something% no, 30-something% yes. So a lot of you guys have changed your mind on J.J. McCarthy after 5 games and don't believe in him anymore. Don't believe in him anymore. And it's fair. It's hard. It's hard right now. It's so hard right now to hold faith and believe and hope he can come around and turn this thing around. If you're not talking about our dipshit head coach and you're part of the problem, I actually thought yesterday, we'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's get into some overreactions. You guys have some overreactions? Put it in the comments. I have more underreactions than overreactions this week. But again, it's hard to say anything's an overreaction just because I think anybody's thoughts on what they're seeing are legit right now. Team MVP is a water bottle holder. I don't know if they're even doing a good job, to be honest with you, Brandon. After deducting, yeah. And again, his quarterback rating was lower than if he would have just spiked it every time. Yeah, this Mac Jones talk is really heating up. And is that like good? I just feel like if he doesn't earn the job this year, doesn't show any progress, and it's a loss. Like, you bring on a veteran to compete with him next year, I think you might as well write him up being a bust if he doesn't start next year. So, I don't know. But my overreaction is McCarthy's a bust. We saw it again yesterday. Either way, if he would have played great yesterday, I would have stayed on this course. Like, we need to see more. I still need to see more. Is it getting harder to believe that he's going to pan out? Yes, it's getting very hard. It's getting very hard to believe in him. He is playing some of the worst quarterback I've ever seen at the NFL level right now. It doesn't make any sense. He's not seeing open guys. He's overshooting guys when they are open. He's taking sacks he shouldn't be taking. Some of the pre-snap stuff, it's all going wrong, and I think it's just snowballing, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So that being said, I need to see more. I'm always going to need to see more before I can deem him a bust. Like, you got to be patient with these guys. And, Wes Phillips was at the podium yesterday, and he actually had a good point. He said, some of these guys come out of the box ready to go. Then you see, like, a year later, they start to struggle again, which I think he was talking about C.J. Stroud without saying his name. And then you saw Bryce Young struggle right away. Then he had a good second year. I think he's playing good again this year. So, like, everybody goes on their learning curve differently. And is that the problem? Like, we all, the coaching staff, assumed J.J. McCarthy was going to be ready to go. Could you imagine if he didn't start? If he would miss the season last year because of injury and then didn't start this year, everybody would be going nuts. You guys see what you have in the kid. I need to see more. I don't want to see more if it's what we're going to see every week, but you have to see more just so you know. And then, yeah, if he's a bust, he's a bust. And then I think, it's probably the end of the GM for sure, probably the end of KOC when that ship does go down, because these coaches, these regimes who draft their guy, they're linked to that guy. If that guy doesn't pan out, then they're usually gone. So, again, he may be a bust. It's trending that way, definitely trending that way, but I just can't say it yet. I can't say it yet, and I'm not going to say it yet. I need to see more one way or the other. Let's go to some so KLC was far too arrogant to be JJ was ready, and he could make him ready soon. Should have signed one of the veterans and sat him for longer. Yeah, looking back at it, someone brought that up in the post game. Like, we didn't even have a veteran quarterback on this roster until we signed Carson Wentz like a week before the season started. I don't think it's an excuse. And, like, I'm not saying he's not going to pan out. I need to see more. I need to see more one way or the other. PLC doesn't know what the F he's doing. Flores will be gone. Let's go to underreactions. I think underreaction we didn't bring up enough is, like, McCarthy's getting worse. He's getting worse. Like, he was pretty good the Detroit game, had a couple mistakes. Baltimore game was pretty bad. Chicago game was horrible. And then, we saw the shit show that was yesterday. He's getting worse. And I don't even know what you do to fix this. Like, KOC yesterday, handled him with kid gloves. Like, it was a heavy run attack first half, short passes. He averaged like 5.4 yards of completion. Like, he treated him like a rookie quarterback who he doesn't trust, and it still didn't work. And we seen him too. He let him throw the ball 42 times. That didn't work either. So I don't know what you do, how you get him out of this funk, if he can get out of it, if it's just what he is. I hope that's not the case. But I don't know what you do. I have no idea what you can do at this point to make this kid look any better or do anything different. Like, it's just it's to that point now where you let him play. I know he's talking about trusting the process in his presser yesterday. You got to start seeing some progression, some hope, some completed passes. Some better reads. Take off and use your legs. Like, why is he not using his legs? I just don't know. I don't know what you do right now. Because I do think KOC has tried a couple different things and nothing seems to be working. You could argue, some of his receivers are failing him when they're dropping these passes, sure, but also he's stealing a ton of passes too. So I don't know. I know he did miss some open targets yesterday. Card guy, you're right. I didn't have the volume on, but I know they were saying that. Not a production-based organization. Well, yeah, it's still too early in my opinion. If you want to call him bust, you can. I can't do it yet. I need to see more. And again, I go back to like the Baker Mayfields, the Sam Darnolds, these guys who took 2, 3, 4 years to finally figure it out. Did they ever look this bad? Probably at some point they did, but I just can't. I can't do it. I'm not going to call him a bust yet, and I think it's no reaction if anybody does. I think an underreaction, and I know we've kind of touched on this, but I don't think we really talked enough about how bad our safeties are. It's horrible. They can't cover. They sure as hell can't tackle. Metellus is an absolute train wreck this year. Harrison Smith's age is apparent, and Theo Jackson, he's been horrible. When you see these 3 guys trying to take down one receiver, it happens every single week. They get drug, and there's always the safeties are in there. Isaiah Rodgers is always in there. It's just, it's so frustrating. Like, this is a position with Josh Metellus emerging, extending him when we kind of did sneakily, and then also we only got the big one after that. And Theo Jackson, like, extending him. Like, I thought our safety position was going to be fine, and now you go, every single the draft for 4 and 7, which makes sense. I start thinking that safety is probably a pretty big need on this team, and it sucks because we just used a first-round pick on a safety a couple years ago. It didn't pan out. So yeah, tackling was so horrible. We brought it up in our takeaways vid, just how bad the tackling was. And that was a big difference between the Packers defense and the Vikings defense. The Packers were hitting us. They were tackling. Like, we're doing these shoulder shots and growing up high. And ever since Isaiah Rodgers had the strip out game, everybody's going for strip outs. Just tackle the guy. Like, that's what you're paid to do. Lower shoulder, wrap up, do something. So yes, our safeties are bad. They can't tackle. Defense as a whole couldn't tackle yesterday. Another underreaction, like when Darrisaw went out, and Darrisaw didn't have a good game yesterday, and Brandel and Donovan Jackson went out in school, and Brandel went in. That's when things just went completely off the rails. Like, Justin School cannot play left tackle. I mean, if Darrisaw is out, and I haven't heard anything more about his injury, you got to try Walter Rouse. You got to try something. Justin School, left tackle, is an absolute shit show. No one's got a chance. I don't care who the quarterback is. You got no shot if Justin School is left tackle. And it showed up. It was so bad yesterday. And McCarthy didn't have a hell of a lot of chance to do anything. Guys were right in his face. I think someone said 2-point-something seconds, and there was someone there. Yeah, Harrison Smith. Love him. I mean, he's a legend, but doesn't want to get hit, doesn't want to drop hits or give hits anymore either. Contact is not what he wants right now. Yeah, I mean, that's another good point. If you do blow this thing up next year, you do have some assets like Addison and Hawkinson that you can probably trade and get something. Again, if we're getting all these draft picks, who's trusting Kwesi if he's here to make those choices? Like, he can't draft in the mid rounds, and I don't know if he can even draft in the first rounds apparently. So we'll see. We'll see. So those are my underreactions. I think maybe I'm not sure where to put this one, but maybe it was an overreaction. I think I did my slice of SKOL, and I said it can't get any worse. It did. It got worse. It got worse. I don't know if it can get worse than what we saw yesterday against the Packers. I really hope it doesn't. I hope we can only go up from here, but I got no confidence in J.J. McCarthy this year. I want to start seeing something. I'm not calling him a bust yet, but man, it's getting so bad. It's getting so bad. And it's 100% fair. It's 100% right to say he is the worst quarterback in the league right now. It's not even close. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's not an overreaction, underreaction. That's the truth. Does it mean I'm giving up on him? No, but he's the worst quarterback in football right now. And maybe one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen. But again, it's his 6th game. Let's hope he can shake it off. But again, maybe KOC just needs to, tell him to use his legs more. Maybe just, something so we can start getting some positive yardage, start moving the chains, start giving this defense a break. Anything what we've seen. I don't think that's happening unless JJ gets hurt. And we'll see. Maybe he's not even any better. Brandon believes the season's over. Brandon, I believe you're right. I think next year there's going to be a lot of changes to the what's this now? Didn't Darrisaw take himself? I thought he had something with a leg. Kevin O'Connell said something with a leg. But he was getting absolutely destroyed by Micah Parsons yesterday. And that doesn't happen very often with Christian Darrisaw, but Parsons got the best of him. So, all right, let's get into some of your guys' on the horns here. And this one, I believe, is from a familiar face.
What the heck, Miles Price? When I said I wanted you to make a big play, not fucking that. Stay away from the fucking ball. What are you fucking doing? Good Lord. Good Lord. What the heck, Miles Price? When I said I wanted you to make a big play, not fucking that. Stay away from the fucking ball. What are you fucking doing? Good Lord.
I think I played it twice. So Montemita, very passionate on that one, not liking what he saw from Miles Price yesterday. Again, and that really did flip the game. Vikings were technically still in it. They were still playing okay. They just made a stop. Miles Price let the ball hit his ass. And then things just go bad. Things just went south. Let's see. We got one here from another familiar face.
You know what? The Vikings played really, really bad today. But I realized something. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. My life isn't going to change one way or another. The JJs, the KOCs, and the rest of the people really don't give a shit about us. So why should we give a shit about them? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, people.
T-Bass was actually one of the more positive people in the comments yesterday, which is unlike him. He comes off as a crotchety old guy. I think he's got a real sweet, tender heart down there under that thick skin. But yeah, he did say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And the programming note, we will not be doing Horned Up Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you guys are either traveling or out, and it always seems to be a small crowd with that. So no Horned Up this week because of Thanksgiving the next day. So just guys, remember that. We'll post about it as well. We got a couple more on the horns here. This one is from Davey.
Hey guys, this is Davey. I got a new nickname for Quasi. From now on, we'll call him the Garbage Man. Why? Because he collects other teams' trash.
Okay. Davey not wanting to be shy about his opinion on Quasi. Collects other people's trash. I mean, we have traded for some players that just don't pan out. He drafts players that don't pan out. Yeah. I mean, but then again, you see these players that we have go to different organizations and they start playing well. I don't know. Apathy is setting in. It really is. We got one more, and this is from our good friend Scott P. Lake Herald.
Gentlemen, Scott from Lake Herald. I'm sorry I haven't been in the chat with you guys. I've been getting it on my other phone. Anyway, I was streaming the game, and I was not able to watch it, but I'm able to make a little rant because I'm calling you right after this mindless pick by McCarthy. Wow. I mean, come on, man. He's taking the wind out of our team. I mean, I feel it. You feel it. I'm watching you guys. I can't go it, but I'm saying it, man. He's taking the wind out of our sail. We got to have someone who's, he looks scared out there. I don't know. Anyway, doing a good job, guys. Stay with it. I'll see you after the game.
Thank you, Scott, for saying we're doing a good job. And he's right. Like, McCarthy's play is deflating this whole team. Justin Jefferson's sticking up for him. He's trying to do his best, but you can see all over his body language, all over his face, like how frustrated he is. Jordan Addison didn't have a catch yesterday. These are receivers. They're divas at heart. Like, they're going to start getting angry. They're going to start getting contentious. They're going to start speaking up and getting frustrated. And this has a chance to getting really, really ugly. Like, you guys are talking like, is this going to reach the Mike Zimmer levels? It might. Great point. Great point. it could like that was one of our takeaways. It could get worse. It could get absolutely disgusting. It's gonna be one of the worst Vikings seasons and finishes. We have 6 games left. Sure as hell ain't gonna have any more than that. We ain't making the playoffs. No way. This could get really, really bad if McCarthy continues to struggle and get worse. And players are going to start giving up. I mean, the defense has been holding their own, but they're going to get sick of being on the field. Well, they have 70 minutes of playing time the last 3 games, which is insane. We ran, 40-something plays yesterday, which is insanely low, the lowest we've had since Christian Ponder, Josh Freeman games. So this team is a mess. This is not a good football team, top to bottom. Yes, the quarterback's the biggest problem with this team, but it's both sides of the ball. It's a coaching issue. It's a player management issue. It's who you're bringing in. It's an issue from top to bottom, and it's been a shit show. And can we actually win another game? I don't even know. Like, we got the Seahawks coming up, Sam Darnold revenge game. You know he's going to be fired up to destroy us. It's in Seattle. They can run the football. They got the best receiver in the league right now, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I don't know, man. It's a 3:15 game. So it's a later kickoff on this Sunday. We'll be here live streaming that thing for sure, and we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens, but maybe just hope for some more entertaining football. Oh, look at this. When Mrs. Camps here, I'm new to football. My lifelong husband is teaching me newbie opinion. I think KLC and JJ are having problems. KLC will let him spread his wings, and JJ is upset about that. Well, he let him throw the ball 40-something times a couple weeks ago, and that didn't work either. And he did. Like, he handled him with kid gloves last week. And it was a shit show. Vic Ryder, thanks for riding out with us yesterday. And that didn't work either. So I don't know what you do. I don't know. I don't know if getting him a rhythm is even going to freaking work at this point. He's a mess, and hopefully he can overcome it. I hope he can. I hope these coaches start doing their job. So, again, guys, just a reminder, happy Thanksgiving to every single one of you. We'll not be going live on Wednesday for Horned Up this week. We're taking a little holiday break from Horned Up on Wednesday. Hope you guys all, have wonderful Thanksgiving. Save the neck for me. And, again, get yourself a Brew Pub Patriot Pizza, great cause, delicious toppings, and the sponsor of the show. All right, guys, hopefully things get better. Hopefully our quarterback starts making some kind of progress to where we can hope that we do have the right guy. But until then, keep your skull in your hole.